You're listening to Safety FM Mini.
Broadcasting live from the Safety FM studios in Orlando, Florida. Here is your host, Dr. Jay Allen on Safety FM.
This episode of the broadcast and the podcast is brought to you by Safety Focus Moment. They're consultants that want to help you get the safety culture you've been looking for. For more information, go to safetyfocusmoment.com.
Hello and welcome to Safety FM Mini number 26. And this is Jay Allen, your safety manager and host. And yes, I am excited to be coming to you, well, I'm going to say live, but technically if it's a recording, is it live? I guess that's really a debate that you can have for later on. But I am recording it live because I'm doing it as we're feeding through safetyfm.com. So that's the new thing. I want to share that with you. A lot of these episodes going forward, even if they're for a podcast, they're going to be live on safetyfm.com or safetyfm.live. They'll be coming to you in a live format. So if you're listening to the radio station or the internet radio station, like some people like to say, you'll be able to listen to the feed right as it's occurring. Now, we're not going to edit it live, so don't have to worry about that portion. But what I've come to the conclusion as of late is that when we actually start taking a listen to safetyfm.com, what we can do is just take the edit, bring it out to you. That way you can get it live in real time. And if you're not listening to the station, you have the podcast option. And this way you get a little bit of the best of both worlds, the way that I like to list it. So here's what we're doing today. Today on Safety FM Mini, I decided that we should probably have a brief discussion about safety gadgets. Now, when you sit there and you start talking about safety gadgets, you're probably going, what are you talking about? What do you mean a safety gadget? So let's say, for instance, hypothetically, you're inside of the transportation world and you're using something known as an ELD or an electronic logging device, however you want to list it there. That would be known as a safety gadget. That item actually turns around and tracks everything that's going on inside of your vehicle and including your hours of service. So that would be a gadget that assists you do your position or job better. So what gadgets do you normally interact with and assist you with your job? Does it make things better? Does everything have to be related directly to safety or not? I don't know. I always like to ask some very odd questions when it comes to that because I think there's a lot of good technology that might be out there. Not everyone's familiar with all the good technology that's there. I'll tell you, over the last few days, I've been actually interacting with some, we'll say, shoe lights. That's probably the best way to actually talk about it. And these things are called Night Tech Gear. And I met up with Night Tech Gear recently in Orlando, and we started having a discussion about some of the stuff that they do. And man, I've been testing out the product, and I want to be very clear here. They are not a sponsor of the show, so not doing any promoting there, but it's really good product in regards to how it works and how bright it actually is. So if you get a chance, you probably take a look at that, especially if you do a lot of things in the dark or things where you're working like kind of odd hours where it could actually assist. I think the product is excellent. At some point, I'm actually going to have representatives from Night Tech Gear come on and really have a discussion, but we'll get to that further down the road. Anyways, recently we started a new show on Safety FM, and it's called Safety Talks with Steve Sisson. If you haven't had the opportunity, take a listen to Safety Talks with Steve Sisson and listen to his point of view of safety. The other portion is that he's had some people on there and they really go into the deep dive of safety and safety gadgets and some things along those lines, which I find very interesting. So if you get an opportunity, go ahead and jump over to safetyfm.com. Go ahead and find Steve under the safetyfm.com/podcast section and subscribe to his podcast. He has a very interesting approach on how he looks at safety. He's one of my very, very good friends. I appreciate him actually joining Safety FM. Anyways, I just wanted to come in, jump in, bother you real quick, reference what's going on about safety gadgets. Come across to our website, come to our Facebook, LinkedIn page, whatever makes it easier for you. Let us know what safety gadgets you use and have really helped assist. It's not something that we're trying to promote product of, oh my God, let's have a sponsor. I'm looking at it more along the lines of what can help other people inside of the safety industry make their job easier with something known as a gadget. Anyways, I have been your safety manager and host, Jay Allen, and this has been Safety FM Mini number 26. Until next time, be safe.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.
Safety FM.